My third observation about stories and storytellers is that stories are told. Indeed, great stories are performed. Let's think about that for a minute. There are many stories, stories we tell ourselves, stories we tell our families. Those are private stories and they're important, but they're not about successful presentation. Successful presentations are public stories. They're rehearsed, they're thought through, they're revised. They involve not just our words, but our bodies. They involve our awareness of our audience and our context and our purpose. So when we think of a successful presentation, we need to think of it as more than just reciting a script or delivering some content. We need to think of it as an entire experience. So in this module, we've talked about the self, and we've talked about the power of fear. We've talked about how we're going to replace that fear with a rule-governed formula, and that by practicing that, we're going to let the self emerge as a public self. As that self emerges, it emerges with energy. And this is what I want to say. Successful presentation is the performance, the public performance of the private self. It's the realization of all the energy that drives us, that makes us individuals, structured through a formula of storytelling that allows us to drive that energy not through fear, but directly to our audiences. In the next video, I'm going to talk about that formula. I'm going to talk about how to structure your energy and your content into a coherent story. But what I want to leave you with is thinking about successful presentation as the public performance of the private self. Onwards.